Anyway, let's go ahead and start off with the Rising event. We started in Ul'dah talking to Kipih Jakkya, which I think is the same person we talked to last year. Let's see what she has for us. Siblings Rising. Kipih Jakkya is looking a worried sister. Oh, if it isn't brilliant. It's always a pleasure, my friend. And how fortuitous that you should appear now, just when I'm in need of help again. Pray hear me out. You see, my brother recently wrote saying that he wished to meet me in Ul'dah during the Rising celebration. However, the appointed hour has come and gone, and I've seen neither hide nor hair of him. I've checked all the likely places in the city to no avail, and am beginning to worry. If it isn't too much trouble, may I ask you to help me find him? Oh, it is too much trouble. I can't help you, sorry. I'm in your debt. Now, my brother is a young of 16 by the name of Nhagi'a. He recently became an adventurer, something he has aspired to since he was little. Being an adventurer yourself, perhaps you know of him if not crossed paths. I'm not familiar with the name, alas. I've never heard of him. We met at the previous Rising, we did? I honestly don't remember. Well, it would be too much of a coincidence, I suppose. At any rate, if he isn't in the city, chances are he went outside on some business. To begin with, I propose we split up and make inquiries in case someone has seen him. If you could focus on this area, I shall speak to those in the quicksand. Oh, I wonder why she wants to go there. Afterwards, let's reconvene by the entrance to the tavern. Alright, let's go search for her brother. Start off with this, what's the name? Midlander Rising Attendant. Greetings, adventurer. How may I assist you? Oh, Nhagi'a. I understand he's doing some work for the Wandering Minstrel. Oh. He's just going around doing extremes or something? I dare say his client can point you in the right direction. If you can track the man down, that is. I'm afraid I don't know his whereabouts at present. He's sitting in Old Charlian. What are you talking about? Okay, well, let's go check the other big orange circle and 1.0 Minfilia? Okay, that's funny. the vendor is 1.0 Minfilia. Hello, Highland Adventurer. Something you need. Oh, is that a man or a woman? Oh, it's a woman. Oh, Nhagi'a. I know the sprightly lad. Couldn't say where he is now. When I last saw him, he mentioned taking on some delivery work. He's a curious one, he is. Gets along with everyone well enough, but doesn't seem to like working in a team. What with talk of bandits prowling the road of late, I can't help but worry. Alright, where's the other one? There we go, probably here. Hello, Bran. Something I can do for you, adventurer. If you've business with Bran, best state it quickly. This Gaz leads to follow incidents to investigate the Harbor Herald. I see. With apologies, I haven't seen this Nhagi'a. As a matter of fact, I've been rather busy working on an upcoming piece on the Rising. Why, just earlier I was interviewing the ever-enigmatic Wandering Minstrel, who's got another unusual venture in the offing. The Letter Forest, he calls it. If that piques your interest, I recommend you go and see the man. He's at the Gold Court, over in the Steppes of Fall. It appears Nhagi'a is carrying out some work with the Wandering Minstrel. If you talk to the man at the Gold Court, you should be able to learn more. Okay, let's head on over there. Yep, right over here. Man, there's so many people. Not used to this many people. Ah, my dear friend, what a pleasant surprise this is. I trust you have been keeping well. Now then, how might this minstrel be of service? So Nhagi'a's sister wishes to find him. Indeed. I have entrusted him with a task, and have an inkling as to where he might be. As you may have heard, on occasion of this rising celebration, I am hosting an exhibit called Letter Forest. All are invited to anonymously submit letters to this forest and express their gratitude and encouragement for another, and all may pursue the letter at their leisure. Now, in order to collect missives from outside of Ul'dah, I have dispatched a chocobo carriage. Nhagi'a is escorting said carriage. When he contacted me on Link Pearl a while ago, he said they had emerged from the 12 Wood on their way back to Ul'dah. Given the hour, they should have already arrived. I know not what is causing the delay, but might I trouble you to look for them? I would go myself, except I need it here at present. Sure. I'm truly grateful. In case it helps, the carriage was meant to pass through Blackbrush Station, so perhaps you could take your search to that area. I pray that nothing has befallen them. Well, it'd be a kind of a boring plot if nothing happened. Alright, let's head on out to Blackbrush Station then. Let's see, I guess the fastest way would have been taking that mini aetheryte, but, oh, okay, never mind, I need to go right here. There you are. What were you able to learn naught of Nhagi'a? Escorting a carriage for the minstrel? So that is the way of it. As suggested, let us take ourselves to Blackbrush Station and try searching in the vicinity. Okay, let's go check it out. Let's see, Blackbrush Station is up to the north here. Yeah, let's just teleport over there. Save a little bit of time. Alright. Okay, Kipih. Brilliant! No sooner did I arrive than this man came running out of breath. You're an adventurer? Thank the 12. It's the bandits of the Quiveron Manse. They've fallen on a chocobo carriage over by the clutch. The carriage only had one guard, and he was sorely outnumbered. Please, you must help him. That has to be Nhagi'a, with me, Brilliant. Now, why are you coming? That doesn't sound like a place spot for a reporter. Come on, bro, it's just a bunch of Lalas. You can, like, punt him away or something. Oh, yeah, we met this guy. Well, I did this on stream, but I didn't make a YouTube video for it. Damn it, there's no end to them. We have you now, you stubborn little shite. Enough! Leave my little brother alone, or the 12th as my witness, you'll receive such a thrashing as you've never known. From this fearsome adventurer. Here, that is. Wait, what? Grr. That's no ordinary woman. Retreat! Yeah, I'm glad somebody recognizes me. Are you alright, Nhagi'a? Sister, and Brilliant too? That you should be the one to come to my aid. Thank you. How have you been, Nhagi'a? Yeah, that's right, we met him last time. You remembered. I've been well. More than well. I'm sorry I didn't come when I said I would, sister. Rest assured, I'm not too badly hurt. That's a relief. I'll take a proper look at your wounds back in the city. I must say, I was quite surprised to learn that you had met Brilliant. She helped me when I first arrived in Ul'dah. That's right. They did a whole sequence where he went through the starting cutscene of Ul'dah, and we were the adventurer that helped him, or talked to him, or something like that. From registering as an adventurer to completing my first task, she kindly showed me the ropes. Now, I had suspected that you were a great adventurer, but to send your foes running without even drawing your weapon, that's just incredible. I still have a long way to go, embarrassing myself like I did. If I want Sister's approval, I need to grow stronger and be able to fight on my own. My approval? But first things first. Bremont, of course it's him. But first things first, Bremont and I have a delivery to make for the Rising. If you'll excuse us, we'll hurry back to Ul'dah. Let us head back as well. I had in mind to pay the minstrel a visit in any case. Let's see, where is she? Oh, there we go. It took a second to come back in. Welcome back, my friend. Pleased am I to see the Nhagi'a is safe and well. Rising attendants inform me they now have all the letters. With this, we may proceed with the letter force as planned. Thank you, Nhagi'a. I'm so sorry I'm late. You see... Were it not for Berlian, there was no telling what might have become of the letters and Bremont. In the end, I was utterly useless. So that's how it happened. As Nhagi'a's client, allow me to thank you as well for coming to his aid. That being said, my boy, you are far from useless. Nay, your bravery defended the carriage until help arrived. There was no need to belittle yourself so. Well, Berlin didn't need to rely on anyone. No, she drove off the bandits with nary more than a stern look. I couldn't hold a candle to her. Like her, I want to be able to deal with any problem without help. Otherwise, I can't claim to be an adventurer worth his salt. Without help. Tell me, Nhagi'a, all this time, have you been working alone, even for dangerous tasks? That's right. A worthy adventurer doesn't rely on others. Excuse me, sir, this is a JRPG. If I'm to be the kind of adventurer you approve of, I must be able to handle anything by myself. Bro, you're in a JRPG. That's not how this works. It's all about the power of friendship. I see. If that is what you believe, then I can't consent to you being an adventurer any longer. Return to our village and start over. What? But you were so happy for me when I became an adventurer. I'm working so hard to succeed, to prove to you that I have what it takes, but now... You've developed a grave misconception. Until you recognize what it is, I can't in good conscience approve of your calling. If you can't accept this, if you wish to remain an adventurer, then you must win me over, and it begins with pondering why you first embarked upon this path. Alright, sister. I'll think on this. Try and talk to the wandering minstrel first. Come on, there it is. It appears how do you say her name? Kipih? Kipih wants her brother to rethink what adventuring is to him. Had the question been posed to you, what answer would you arrive at, I wonder? Come on, let's get you. Oh, there's my friend. Heard one of my FC mates there. I'm sorry you had to see that, Brilliant. Despite how it may have appeared, no one wants my brother to succeed more than I do. To succeed and be happy. After all, I know better than any how hard he works. Until he changes his ways, however, he's like to die somewhere out there, and even if he manages to stay alive, he would only know an arduous life. That's why I didn't go on out of my way to be gentle when dressing his wounds. If he could just focus on what actually matters. Instead, he obsesses about gaining my approval and compares himself to others. What drives us? Kipih Jakkya is again looking a worried sister. If truth be told, no matter what Nhagi'a wants to do, it is my intent to support him. It's his life, after all, and no one else's. It isn't my place to interfere. Be that as it may, if he is sabotaging his own aspirations with his obsession for my approval, I can't simply stand idly by and watch. Loath though I am to impose, until my brother has found his answer, might I trouble you to keep an eye on him? Well, I guess we can. Please take it as a request from me as well. Ever has adventuring been dangerous, and it is more dangerous still for one who spurns help. Like Kipih, I do not wish for Nhagi'a to continue on his current path. As a fellow adventurer, please help him find a better way. Okay. Thank you. Now then, on a related matter, I must pay a visit to the Weavers Guild, but I will see you again anon, if you'll excuse me. Nhagi'a said off this way, so you may find him in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. We leave him in your capable hands, my friend. Alright, let's go and talk to the minstrel first. Be it gratitude or encouragement or sympathy, each one of these letters bears the wishes of one soul for another. Were Nhagi'a to work so hard to see them delivered at heart, I do not believe he rejects connections with others. Nay, something drives him to believe and behave as he does. We just gotta figure out what that is. Talk to this forest tender first. Greetings and welcome to the Letter Forest. Displayed here are messages of gratitude and encouragement which folk the realm over have anonymously written. It comes as no surprise, but no few messages are addressed to adventurers. Now, we're still in the midst of preparations, but I should be pleased to guide you when all is ready. All is in readiness. Please return anon. Okay, well, let's go check on Nhagi'a first. Anyway, let's talk to Nhagi'a. Oh, it's you, Brilliant. What is it? Is that so? I'm sorry. This is really something I should be doing alone. Still, it's nice to have someone to talk to. Like my sister bade me, I'm pondering why I chose to become an adventurer in the first place. Kipih has looked after me since I was no more than 10, after our parents passed away. She was already a reporter by then, and her work took her to various places. From her I heard tales about adventurers, and came to admire them. Upon learning of the full extent of the impending calamity, she took us to a village in the mountains, where our aunt lived. It's desperate times like these that people need stories of hope, she used to say, and I believe she had wanted to remain in Gridania and continue her work, but she left in order to keep me safe. I was a burden to her then. I don't want to be a burden to her again. For that, I need to show that I don't need to depend on others. No, that's exactly what you don't. That's exactly not what you're supposed to need to do. That I'm a capable adventurer who can handle anything by himself. Ponder as I might, I can't understand what's wrong with that. Well, When in doubt, I suppose I should do what adventurers do and gather information. It would be good, I think, to speak with people like my sister, people who aren't adventurers, but are familiar with them. But when old Daw would fit that description? I think I know someone who would help. How about the Adventurers Guild? Yeah, I was gonna say a Madam What's-Her-Name. Oh, of course! Who else than Miss Momodi? Yes, that's exactly who I thought. In her capacity as guild representative, she's bound to have some valuable insights. I'll seek her out at once. Oh, let's head over to the Adventurers Guild. Quicksand. Let's see what advice Momodi can give him. I remember, my first character was actually in Old Daw. Because I accidentally chose Gladiator as my first job, even though I wanted to play Dragoon. And then I ended up remaking, making this character instead. I think I even used the same name and character, I just literally, just restarted in Gridania so that I could play, Lancer and Dragoon. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to Nhagi'a. I still remember when I first came here to sign up. I was a nervous wreck then, but now this place feels like a second home, and I come all the time for crumpets. They make them so springy and serve them drowning in butter and honey. Sorry, now isn't the time for that. Come, let's have a chat with Miss Momodi. Well now, if it isn't Brilliant and Nhagi'a, to what do I owe the pleasure of both your companies today? I was hoping you could get your advice on a certain matter. The misconception you've developed about being an adventurer, that's an interesting one, I have to admit. Try as I might to figure it out, I keep going around in circles. I thought you might be able to offer some insights. This is just a gut feeling, but I reckon I understand what your sister is trying to say. Tell me, Nhagi'a, suppose you fail to get your sister's approval. Would you simply give up being an adventurer? Would it all become meaningless? From this here counter, I've indeed seen off many an adventurer, each and every one unique, with dreams and destinations all their own. But in spite of their differences, they all share something in common, a reason for first embarking upon their journey. Brilliant. Would you mind telling us why you chose the adventure in life? Wanted to see the world? It seems exciting. A friend recommended it to me. Free trial? Free trial, yes. Free trial. If you're disinclined to share then, I won't pry. To look at you though, it's plain you've got proper reason. Keep it close to your heart now, you hear? And you, Nhagi'a, what inspired you to becoming an adventurer? It's simple, really. I heard about adventurers from my sister, and became infatuated with the lives they led. Like them, I wanted to be able to see the world while helping those in need. Then isn't that enough? Your sister's approval or no, you have a reason all your own. By the 12, I see now. At some point, my desire to prove myself to Kipih had displaced my own motive for being an adventurer. That's the misconception Kipih wanted me to recognize. What a fool I've been. Wanting someone's approval isn't wrong in and of itself, mind, but it's got nothing to do with why you're an adventurer. It shouldn't force you to do things you wouldn't otherwise do, like trying to handle everything alone. Well, that's enough from me today. I've said my piece. What you do now is up to you, Nagi. Thank you for helping me realize, Miss Momodi. Think nothing of it. It's my job to watch over you all. Nothing makes me more happier than to see you happy doing what you do. Oh, it looks like he's kind of figured out his issue. Let's head back to Kipih and see if she will rescind her disapproval. Thank you too, Brilliant, for accompanying me. I think I know what to say to Kipih now. And loath though I am to trouble you again, there's something else I'd like your help with. You see, of the letters we collected in Luminza, one was from an explorer who was seeking an escort for an expedition. By now, the letter should be on display at the Gold Court. I want to show it to my sister, and I'd be grateful if you could help me find it. Come, let's rejoin the minstrel. Okay. Let's head on over to the Gold Steps or whatever they're called. Gold Court, that's right. Alright, minstrel. I think, Nagi's figured out his problem. Ah, welcome back. Dare I hope you were able to find the answer? Yes, I'm happy to say. Miss Momodi helped me come to a realization, and when I go to speak with my sister... I see. By all means, feel free to borrow the letter. Does it have any distinguishable characteristics? As I recall, there was a large drawing of a blue chocobo on it. Very well. Let us all search together, the more swiftly to find it. Okay. How's this gonna work? Letter with, chocobo carriage. Dear not-so-new adventurer, as a traveling merchant, I've had my fair share of happy encounters, but sharing a carriage with your stands out above them all. For you see, I went on to sell veritable crate-loads of the ring I gave you, and turned enough of a profit to buy my own carriage. You shared with me your adventurer's luck, and I count my blessings every day. No matter where I go, I often hear tell of your exploits, and it makes me inordinately proud to have met you. Till we meet again, my friend, I pray your continued safety and success. While the contents ring a bell, this letter wasn't written by an explorer, nor does it bear a drawing of a blue chocobo. It isn't the missive Nagi is looking for. Alright, let's look at this one over here. Letter of blue chocobo drawing, that's the one we want. Is there another we can check first? Yeah, there's another one here first. Let's check that. Esteemed adventurer, should you chance to read this letter, I pray it finds you well. Much time has passed since you helped us rebuild the wake of that terrible disaster, but we still remember you most fondly. Our lives continue to be hard. Every day brings new challenges. Nonetheless, we have regained a semblance of what we once had, and smiles are beginning to return to faces. The morrow will be brighter than today. This we dare to believe now thanks to you, and should you believe yourself face hardship, I pray that you believe the same. While the contents ring a bell, this letter wasn't written by an explorer, nor does it bear a drawing of blue chocobo. This isn't the missive Nagi's looking for. Okay. Is there another one we can do, or should I just go for the blue chocobo? What if those are like, these are quests that we did like in ARR or something, or if they're from 1.0? Well, no, it can't be 1.0 because it talked about the disaster. Anyway, let's go ahead and check the blue chocobo drawing. Dear adventurer, How fares your journey? Mine continues, and I wake up to the sound of birdsong and lie down to sleep beneath the moonlight as I seek unblazed trails. Long ago, when an adventurer aided me, I was made to realize how alike we are. Deep down, we are simply travelers who thrill to make new discoveries. Thus do I write this letter now, in hopes of recruiting much like-minded souls to join me on an expedition. If you at all share in my desire to make the uncharted charted, then I invite you to seek me out in the Drowning Wench in Limsa Lominsa. Eagerly do I wait your coming. This letter, recruiting adventurers, bears a drawing of a blue chocobo. It must be the missive Nhagi'a is looking for. Oh, I found it. Found it, Nhagi'a. No luck over here so far. How about you? Oh, I have it right here. A blue chocobo. Yes, this is the one. All that's left, then, is to talk to Kipih. Do you know where she is? And I forget where she said she was going to. She went to the Weavers Guild, saying that she had a business there. Perhaps she is buying clothes. At any rate, I'll look for her there. Thank you. For this too, might I trouble you to accompany Nhagi'a? Afterwards, I ask that you tell me how events unfolded. I shall await you in the Ruby Road Exchange. Okay, sounds good to me. Let's head over to the Weavers Guild. Oh, there we go. You're here too, Brilliant. I must confess, I'm feeling rather nervous, so I appreciate your presence. Oh dear, you came to find me? My apologies for taking so long. So Nhagi'a, were you able to find the answer? Aye. To begin with, I want you to look at this. An explorer is assembling an escort for an expedition. Certainly sounds exciting. In wanting your approval, I was determined to not rely on others, but a part of me dearly wanted to be part of the expedition, to go where I dare not set foot alone, so I've decided that I will answer the invitation. Then, this means you're giving up on trying to do everything alone? I had wanted to prove to you that I'm capable, that I'm no longer a burden, and in my obsession, I lost sight of why I became an adventurer in the first place. To see what lies beyond the horizon, and to lend a helping hand to those I meet. That's what drives me, and I was able to remember this thanks to Miss Momodi and Brilliant. And whether or not you approve, I want to continue adventuring for my own reason. Is this alright with you? Didn't you just say you didn't need my approval? But to be clear, I never actually intended to stop you. Do you remember what you once told me, Nhagi'a? Shortly before the calamity struck? Did you interview adventurers again today? What were they like? What kind of places have they been to? You never get sick of hearing about adventurers, do you? Never, never! When I grow up, I want to be an adventurer too! Well, that's a fine an aspiration as any, but do you know what kind of adventurer you wish to become? A hero like the ones in Tales, perhaps? Oh no, sister, not a hero. Adventurers are free spirits, and I want to be a free spirit of all. Okay, Luffy. Oh yes, I'll travel the world and meet lots of people, and when I visit home, you can interview me as much as you like. For that boy to spurn help for want of my approval, I couldn't bear to see it, and in order to bring you to your senses, I may have spoken a little sternly. As an adventurer, you'll experience no small amount of hardships, but you chose your path because you wanted to be free. So don't let yourself be shackled by expectation, be it your own or that of others, and instead take things as they come. So long as you are true to yourself and recognize your limits, you'll surely find a way forward. And remember, not even heroes can accomplish everything alone. Relying on others doesn't make you a lesser adventurer. If anything, the freer we are, the more we need to look out for one another. And that, I believe, is the essence and beauty of adventuring. Wouldn't you agree, Brillian? Sure. Adventure is never alone. Look at me, I have my big old sword. Understood, Kipih. I won't ever forget this. Knowing you, I expect you're raring to answer the explorer's petition in Limsa Lominsa. You'll be taking an airship, yes? In which case, I shall give you these garments to you, now. I had them made for you, thinking it was past time you had something better. For me? Thank you so much, sister. I must thank you too, Brillian. You're the kind of adventurer I admire, and I'll keep on working hard to be like you. I couldn't have asked for a better person to watch over my little brother. I appreciate everything you've done for him, and look forward to meeting you again, be it for a story or something else. With that, we take our leave of you. Till next time. You see the siblings off, safe in the knowledge that all will be well. Time to rejoin the wandering minstrel and relay to him the tale's happy conclusion. Alright, let's head back to the wandering minstrel and tell him what happened. And the wandering minstrel's right here. Welcome back, my friend. Judging by your expression, I think it all is well with Nhagi'a and Kipih. I see. Pleased am I to hear that. When we first set out on our journeys, 'tis usually for the simplest of reasons. Yet as we make our way, those reasons become lost in a haze of motives, causing us to lose sight of what truly matters. In such a time, if we can but remember what prompted us to take our first step, we will always find the strength to take the next. Nhagi'a shall be fine. I am certain of it. My thanks for keeping an eye on him. Those events have inspired a new verse in me, a verse about the dreams of those who seek new worlds, and the hopes of those who see them off. Ah yes, migraine time. Right on cue. What's this gonna be? Greetings, warrior of light. Ah, okay. They did this last year. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjecture by the weary mind? Perhaps not. They did this last year too, and I think they've probably been doing it every year. It is a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. 10 years have passed since the world was reborn from its ashes. since we set forth upon this journey. Countless things have happened during that time, and I've had the pleasure of meeting many adventurers along the way. If truth be told, it hasn't always been easy. There are moments when I wonder why I must struggle so. Days when I'm tempted to cast it all aside. But in spite of all of this, I always manage to carry on, and it's thanks to my wonderful comrades, and to you, our esteemed adventurers. By now, I must have been regaled with tens of thousands of your tales. You always share them with a smile, but even when it is with a frown, you tell me that you're still enjoying yourselves. 'Tis no exaggeration to say that I derive all my driving force from you all. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Ours is an unending journey, and nothing would make me happier than if you would come walking it together. As you make your way, we promise that we will ever be at your side, matching you step for step. Now, the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. Much time has passed since the world was reborn from its ashes. Countless souls have made this place their home. Every single one has left an indelible mark upon it. Oh, there's the mount. Looks pretty cool. Together, we have built this world, and it is our sincerest hope that we shall continue to do so for many years to come. So please be safe and well. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. I dare say Nhagi'a is aboard the airship by now. I pray that he and Kipih will find happiness upon their respective paths. I hope you do as well, my friend. If you would lend me an ear, I would dedicate these verses to your future. Be morning light, the journey starts, a thrill of hopes within our hearts. On weariest wind to river song, into the world wherever we belong. Bow fields of white in azure sky, sunset storm of crimson fire, jewels a-glitter on pitch-black veil, a new day dawns, so goes the tale. By eternal wind we carry on, boldly towards a golden morn, with memories as a guiding star, shining our steps both near and far. Where you will go, whom you will meet, what you will see, there is no telling what the future holds for anyone. Yet, come what may, I bid you never forget this. The bonds you forge, the memories you make, and the footsteps you leave behind, they shall one day spur you forward. So pray continue walking your own path. Wherever your journey leads, I shall be praying for your happiness. Nice shot of Ul'dah there. And the meteor. With memories shared, yet all our own, as one we brave frontiers unknown. Thank you for 10 years. Man, I've only been playing this for like 2 years, but like, it still feels great every time I do this. Like, last year I did the anniversary event, felt great. Doing it now still feels great. Plus we get a cool mount. Last year I think we got the snap emote.